There we go. We'll try again. I don't know what's going on with the internet over here, but nobody else ever seems to have this problem. Video games just seem to just no problems there with the internet. But oh, the last thing that I think Will put up there was he hasn't talked to anybody. No, Carl, you're crazy. No, bud, you told me, unless you were fibbing then, that you talked to somebody and you knew I was getting paid for having a kid. I was surviving off a cash cow. So I assumed that it was you who was talking to somebody, but you never know. You guys like to work in a circle jerk, and you never know which one of it was is it is. It is kind of something that was Seeper would like to do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just, but who knows which one? It maybe none of you did, but whoever started the video that had to circulate it around to make sure that I looked like a clown. That's on whoever did that. Whoever got the ball rolling. And the thing is, Uncle Will likes to play victim and say shit like that. You guys don't know how many times, and it's recorded. And I don't even care if it wasn't recorded here. God has it. He's threatened me on many occasions to get the Mental Health Association after me, make sure I was a threat to children, so I wasn't around children. Like it's all on me. He's the guy. I don't know. I don't understand, but anyways, was I done because I was going into stories about how people, mothers don't know what to do to raise their children. It just doesn't. They don't know what's acceptable anymore. And that Walmart thing, that was something else. Hey, look, let's watch this.
This image of a teen staring down a Native American man went viral. Additional videos posted online and obtained by the Times help show what happened. On Friday, January 18th, a group participating in the Indigenous Peoples March gathered at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington. In this footage, we see Nathan Phillips, the Native American man who was seen drumming in the clip that spread online. Here, he was standing after the march had concluded.
That's right.
Nearby, five men who identify as Hebrew Israelites were preaching. They are shouting inflammatory and derogatory comments at the Native Americans.
Didn't see that. The black Israelites, they don't like them. Oh man. And this is from like 7 years ago, so don't go thinking it's now. But this is 7 years ago. Like, look at us. Just going after. Oh man.
And at others passing by.
Instead of sitting there having a good debate where, if you really truly believe in yourself, you want the other side to be heard so that people can make their own decisions and figure out what's right. Just because you think something's right doesn't mean that somebody else has to think that it's right. But try and use common sense. But you'll never like you'll never know unless you try. You got to have conversations, debates, old town squares where you got to go in and air your grievances in front of everybody. And whoever fucked you over had to fucking take responsibility, or you had to take responsibility for being a Karen. You know what I mean? Somebody was going to get humiliated. You know what I mean? we need to bring back, make idiots look like idiots. But don't be the idiot by wanting harm for the idiots. Because trust me, for these idiots to not be idiots and get themselves away from Satan and get themselves back to Christ, it ain't happening in the 7 days like Russell Brand says it is. That would be a lot of brain pain, a lot of trying to understand exactly who you are and how you got to the point where how did you get to who you currently are and how are you going to change that and be reborn. It's a process. It's not going to be a pretty one for turd burglars. I don't think. Remember, these only my opinions and my thoughts. Carl has failed his wife and children. Well, whatever you think, buddy, I don't have to think the way that you do. You know what I mean? I have failed my family, trying to make up for it. But if they don't want to listen, just like you, what can you do? You know what I mean? You only drive yourself crazy trying to convince somebody to look at something they just will not look at. Because if it's true, then they don't want to have to face the consequences or have to deal with it or admit that they were wrong or any of that good stuff. But let's go back to the humanoids. They're all in there. Look at them, all for hate. We're better than you. We don't need to talk to you.
Meanwhile, a group of high school students is also gathering at the Lincoln Memorial. It was their meeting spot after attending the March for Life, an annual anti abortion rally. Then the group of self described Hebrew Israelites start to shout at the students. The students,
Incest, see? But if that was like what they say, five black Israelites, could you imagine? Because he's calling these guys incest babies. Could you imagine if that was just filled with black men? Hey, and there's five whiteys calling them incest babies. I don't know. This could have been a bigger disaster, I think. I'm not saying maybe it would have went over better. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe when they would have sat there and had a conversation, it wouldn't have been these ding dongs here that don't want to have conversation, but dictate how much better they are than
are wearing Make America Great Again apparel, start yelling and chanting back at them. One takes off his shirt.
that's a lot of energy for hate, eh? Oh man. They like if we could just get past the colors and all the bullshit and just figure out as humans, as humanity, what would like what are the difference between how is it you want to live? You know what I mean? Like it's all his wife knows he's not chosen. Well, we want to know a little secret there, little bok chow. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. And I think she's very ignorant. I love my wife, but I've told her I think that she might end up looking like one of the dumbest people that ever walked the face of this earth. Because I believe that I work for God because I have faith in God. You know what I mean? See, I don't know if you know this or not. Jesus said, when I come, it's not going to be a cuddle and hug session. No, it was I'm going to be the great separator. He's like, I don't want it to be this way. I really, really don't. That's the way she's got to be. Because you got to want the truth to be with me. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. No, I want to have conversations with my wife and have her maybe take a look at, like, we had this conversation the other day, to be honest with you. And it was all about because they've got, I mean, I get it. Old Donald's little file dump of UFOs was a nothing burger. But I tried having the conversation or getting her to, and I was like, what if this was true? And she goes, just really ignorant. Like not to even have a conversation on what if. It's like not that I have to believe anything. Like, but no, it's just what the fuck would it change anything? Like, why would it change anything? Why does it matter? Well, no, it would. It would kind of change the world, Joe. Like, that's kind of a big thing, and you just fucking don't think it. It's like the Epstein files. So yesterday, Carl, it was so long ago. Why do you care? Why do you care if Epstein and Bill Gates planned a pandemic and fucking made a bunch of money off of throwing shit into everybody's body? Like, if you think Bill and Epstein, like, do you think Epstein was a good guy? Like, can we find out if he was playing in a panty with fucking Epstein? Can we get some sort of intelligence agency out there to just in case? But no, yeah, but you don't know. You don't know how hard this is. You don't know. You're like, I'm trapped. Because most people are brainwashed. You know what I mean? They talk about the Matrix and they're skating and they found their happy joy spot. I am plugged. Yeah, fucking right, straight out of reality there, pumpkin. Sorry to tell you guys. You're fucking, I don't think your mission statement's gonna do good for you in the end. Because really, all you were doing was living in fear. You were scared of the evil that was right in front of your face, and you refused to fucking deal with her. That way, the evil just kept growing and growing. But hey, I guess if you don't see her, you don't know her, right? Well, yeah, it's just hate, just a big swirl pot of stupidity. We're the chosen people. No, we are. Mega is. Donald Trump is our high priest. He is the mega. He is the mega. Even even Donald said, "Hey, it don't matter about these people that used to be mega. I am mega." I should find that clip. I'm mega. And then have the description. High satanic priest or priestess or whatever it is. You lied on me, Carl. You're claiming I have having your kids removed is sad. But you, you sent me messages telling me the kids should get removed and shit like that. You threatened the mental health out. Like, dude, I don't know if you remember the shit that you do and say. Like, you said that you talked to somebody that said I was getting paid for having that kid. Hey, did you talk to somebody or not? Or was that somebody that you didn't talk to was another somebody in your circle jerk? Maybe a seeper jerk. I don't know, dude. I don't know. All I know is you're involved. Okay. You hate me. You've recorded saying you wanted to destroy me. You tell me I'm a piece of you fucking spent hours telling people how horrible I am, dude. Oh, they definitely need out of there. I didn't anything. That's on you. Well, who made the crazy Carl, huh, bud? What were your intentions when you made that? Or did Seeper do it for you? Huh? Like, come on, dude. Stop playing games. Or start playing the game, bud. Start playing it, Freeman. Start playing the Carl game. Remember, do you know that, Willard? Carl means free man, and free man, go watch that movie, bud. That's how I feel. Just chaos and bullshit. Like, you got to think that France is ran by fucking Satan lovers who are playing hide the wiener. You got to think that Klaus Schwab is, well, he's got most of the governments penetrated. He loves Putin. He didn't say whether he had Putin or released Putin, but he's had Putin. So I don't know. If you've had Putin before and well, you like to play dirty games so you can trap people into, you know, always owning them. Can you imagine? Putin's just some fucking somebody ahead of him's little princess, eh? Putin has to get in a tutu. Hey, Willard, what do you think, buddy? Okay, bud. No kids around me. You want fucking elite pedos to fuck children and think it's okay. And there's nothing you can do about it. So why try? But you'll spend 8 hours in a sitting and play YouTube and not come up with a way to try and help the women and children that need our help all around the world, bud. She's a mess. What do you think about Nick Shirley? You love him? Nick, Nick. You like Nick Shirley? Fucking an American hero, eh? Sitting there being a brave soldier in Cuba, fighting the communists. Like, dude, they gave you a cupcake thing. Like, if you had balls, why don't you fuck try that in China? Why don't you expose the real communism, buddy? Why don't you go to China and see how you fare? Right? Nick Shirley was doing that guy for you guys so that when you know that you've conquered Cuba and you have to finish it off, that you did it all for the fuck you people. America, Cuba needs you. It may take violence to do it. Or maybe not. Maybe they can cause a civil war, implant some fucking loser who will sell off all their land so they can tell their people they can finally prosper. Look at jobs for you guys. We no longer own Cuba, but you got jobs. Donnie and his friends just Josh raking her in. Hey, Yeah, nobody knows what I'm even talking about, right? Uh, Carl tried to play hide the wiener with his son. No, I never have, and I'd feel really comfortable if anybody really ever, stay away from my family. But if I've ever tried to do that, I would more than welcome my children to tell on me. Like, no, but I really wanna fucking I'm I'm out here for God. And if you're out here for God, you're out here for the children, bud. I'm not trying to be your hero, Uncle Will. It's not what it's about, bud. Someone's got to get the ball rolling. And well, if God was gonna do it, he'd do it with something real small and show its fucking power, bud. And well, here she is. Hey? Willard. Anyways, whoever did the video, whoever talked to her, whatever. I don't understand why that young girl does that. I did nothing but ever try and help her. You can ask her what I've done wrong to her. Like, like find out exactly, know, where I've mistreated her or her son or oh, I'm online right now. I'll be down in a bit. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to know that somebody that you loved and you tried to desperately help and never ever tried to hurt that person. And continuously they will try and hurt you because they're hurting because they can't have what they want without paying the consequences. Sorry, man. Willard. Hey, Lord Voldemort, I'm crazy. Listen, buddy, I don't know what's going on with you, bud, but you should face your shadow because it's taken over. I don't know if you know this about you or not. Like, I click on a few videos every once in a while, and I'm like, because if I know you come on here, so I can't help you if I don't know what you're talking about, right? And but it seems like you talk about penis a lot, like a lot, a lot. Like, is that what's driving you crazy? Come out of the closet, bud. You know what I mean? I'm here to inspire you to be with God. I'm not like the rest of the Christians, buddy. You know what I mean? It's your fucking connection to God. And you got to figure out whether you're gay or not. I don't know whether it's a sin or not. I'm not going to tell you whether it is or not. That's for you to figure out. And if you're with God, you'll figure it out, bud. But as for now, I don't know. Doing a lot of talking. Anyways, what else do we want to talk about here? Anyways, we don't want to go on. It's a lot of energy for hate, eh? Imagine if we put that towards helping one another. And that's not enabling each other, but having ideas and coming together with ideas and making other ideas better, not worrying that somebody took your idea and made it better because fuck. Oh man. That doesn't mean you get to steal from the originator, you know what I mean? I just want to make this note here. Here. Hopefully it's still on there.
entire federal prison system who's in a minimum security work camp. And she was transferred there by the president. Why? Why would he do something like that? In a minimum, you're free to just come and go as you please. There are no locked doors. There are no bars on the windows. Most everybody works in town, as a janitor or a gardener. Pedophiles are working in town. They're not supposed to be because there aren't supposed to be any pedophiles in the minimum security work camps. There aren't supposed to be any pedophiles in the minimum security work camp.
Now, that video, in case you didn't hear, it was about Jizzy G. Jizzy G being in a minimum security where it's unheard of that pedophiles find themselves. Or traffickers or whatever it is. So, that happened right after she gave that deposition, right? The one I can't remember everything in it. Did I watch? I can't remember if I watched the whole thing, but what I got out of it was Donald Trump innocent, Bill Gates innocent, Bill Clinton innocent. Then she got minimum security. Hey, that's what I got out of that depot thing that she did, and she pretty much cleared those people. There's probably more. Probably has. But I'm pretty sure that Clinton and Gates, that way when the files came out, and there wasn't really anything. Jelaine had already said they're legit. They're too legit to quit, and now I get to go to a minimum, like a dirtbag, scumbag, son of a bitch, who would traffic children or people in general are trustworthy people. They just turn on a dime. Because if that was so, they'd have to be in Christ, and then they'd have to tell the past about all their past endeavors. And when I think that would be, because you guys know that Newsweek channel? I think that's what it's called. I seen a program where they were actually trying to paint Ghislaine Maxwell as Epstein's victim. I fucking shit you not, it's out there. I was like, what is going on right now? And I think they started to try and push that to see how far they could. And I think that's when the victims came out and said, oh, rah, 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 rah. No, no, Jizzy G was fucking just as evil as the Epper. Oh, no, no, you guys got her twisted. But there's Jelaine kicking back, waiting for her pardon. Oh, fuck. What a big fuck you to all those Epstein victims. That would be it's already got to be. There's fuck the one person in jail fucking gets favoritism from what we hear. We don't know what's true or what's not true, but they don't deny that she's in a minimum security fucking place now. Um, well, yeah, but it's a different shirt and pants, buddy. And so what if it was? Like it's a sweater. It's cold in my house. Sometimes I take it off. Sometimes I'm wearing it. But are you not trying to save the environment a little bit, buddy? Why are you against the environment? Why do you want me to wear and wash if they don't need it? I don't get it, buddy. You're grasping. Jesus loves you, bud. But you gotta love yourself. You know what I mean? If you want.
For decades, Purimo Pharma Solutions North America facilities.
Of all the things that are out there, what could cause an excess in a single year of 10 million deaths? Now, clearly, a big war could, and a pandemic, natural or created by bioterror. The natural pandemic, the last gigantic one, was 100 years ago. We are healthier today, but the speed of travel and therefore the speed of global spread, that works against us. But in some ways, the bioterror thing scares me the most. All it takes is one terrorism, and those groups have used things like anthrax that are non-human transmission.
You can't see it, can you? This is from 8 years ago, okay? This is pre-panty, pre-panty. And it's probably when him and Epper are starting to collab, maybe. And it's just, and then it's, this is your manifesting man. Remember, when we talk about wizards, this is one of the wizards that's got your guys' brains, okay? He's their master manifester. Tricky little bugger he is. I'm telling you guys. See, I think if he was planning a pandemic with Epstein, he was probably in a little deeper with Epstein than just playing at panties. You know what I mean? And well, he was smart enough to say, hey, if something does come out about me, I'm going to put it out there that, wow, because Melinda's already divorced me. So how much harm can this be? Epstein knew this about me. I was cheating with the backgammon girl. I don't know about backgammon, but it was something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. You know what I mean? But old Billy likes his Rushkies. One of them gave him the jump, though, eh? You think Billy paid for some testing, but no. He was gonna slip things into Melinda's drink like a jerk off, eh? Men who have to slip things into their own wives' drinks. I see that's a thing now, eh? I would not want to be one of those men finding out God exists, eh? Can you imagine? You think it's your wife and you own her and you get to do whatever the fuck you want to her? You're fucking a jerk off. You know what I mean? See, this is what it's like to be with God, no drama. You know that dirtbags will have to pay for being dirtbags. That's why you don't have to go around trying to hurt dirtbags because dirtbags are only hurting themselves. You know what I mean? But if you're going to be a good man of God, you got to try and convince the dirtbags not to be dirtbags anymore. But the thing about being a dirtbag is you gotta unleash your weight of your dirtbagness. Not take some shedding, and well, when you shed, it's painful. You have to come to terms with what you've done and why you did it, and I think it all comes down to bad programming. What about you, Uncle Will? Bad programming, perhaps, because I think you, my friend, have the potential to be a Bill Gates. You and Johnny Cashville, really. It's more Johnny Cashville than you, honestly. I really do think he's super more slimier than you. I don't know why, but I honestly do. Like, I might be wrong about Bill. Like, okay, like, what about those ticks? Are they bioengineered? Hey, this new tick thing. I'm not saying that he's like he is the bioengineering, he's into funding insects and shit. So it is a possibility, right? So you can't eat red meat anymore. It'll make you sick. But hey, you don't have to lose me. He's got beyond meat for you. Beyond, way beyond. Hey, man, come on. Like, I think he's a bad dude. He wants to shoot shit into the sun. That's no lies. He wants to shoot shit into our sun. Yes, thinks he has that right. He has the right to own all the farmland. Why? Why, Uncle Will? Why? Like, does it make sense that a computer guy needs to own all that farmland? Like, I get it. You want to be an entrepreneur, have I? But when's enough enough, eh? That's the thing. They trick and fool you, but they make you think all your trinkets are worth it. Heck, you're a dirtbag for free, Will. I don't think you're clinging in the chinging. You're just fucking, you're just a dingalinging in the brain, bud. That's all. You don't know your rightsies from wrongsies, but like, hey, bud, do an investigation on Bill Gates. Do you think that Bill Gates was part of Epstein files? Hey, bud, do you think Pam Bondi, Chef Bondi, my friend? I've been calling her Chef Bondi for a long time. And then the other day I was thinking about Chef Bondi and I call her Chef Bondi because she was there was a pizza shop. I don't know if it's still there or not, but it was called Chef Bondi. And thought to myself, how fitting. Anybody who would fucking protect pedophiles. Hey, she saw there was thousands of fucking tapes. She's protecting pedophiles. So hey, pizza's good on her, eh? We can ask her about she can ask, well, she's not in that position anymore. Maybe we can get Cash Potato Head to come out and say, hey, John Laurinaitis. How you doing, God, bud? Not John Laurinaitis. We wanted what was I gonna say? Anyways. Rip it, Carl. I sure missed you. I'm glad you unblocked me. Rip it. Hey, you've never been blocked. Not ever. I've never blocked anybody. Like, if Uncle Will hasn't got blocked, I'm not blocking anybody else. All right. See, I'm a free speech kind of person. You know what I mean? I say I represent Christ, and all I want is the truth. So if you're blocking people from saying how they feel, then you're a fucking idiot. You're blocking the truth. You're having somebody hide and be ashamed of who they are. Let them tell you. I don't care if you want to tell me you're a fucking Zoharian, fucking child eating, fucking goofball straight out of the ball sack of Satan. But be truthful about it. Don't be ashamed of it. You should be able to say it. But if you're hurting people within being in that, then justice should be served. But if it ain't on this earth, what happens afterwards? I don't know. I don't know the secret sauce. Everybody tells you they fucking know everything. There's a hell, and you're gonna go. I don't know if there's a hell or not, but I do know the way to get to hell is pretty fucking easy. And it's called not wanting to know your fucking reality, not wanting or caring about what the truth is. If you can't try and align yourself with the truth, and you get hell, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's for eternity or none of that shit. But if the rules are pretty simple, is just fucking treat one another as yourself and show God a little appreciation and just live in the truth. Like they make it so hard. Like when I hear people say, I can't go on without sinning. Fuck, what is a sin then, man? Like, sit down and tell me what the fuck is wrong with you to make yourself a constant fucking sinner and to not want to stop doing the things you shouldn't do. Like, I don't know. I don't get it anymore. I don't understand it. People just don't want to refuse to grow and learn. They just want to be stuck in whatever they want to think the reality should be. That's some Eckhart Tolle fucking mind fuckery shit. That's what I think. You think the rules apply to everybody but you. Well, rip it. I don't care if you think I'm going to hell. Don't matter what you fucking say to me. I can have the whole world against me. And if me wanting the truth to find out in case there's big bad fucking evil dirtbags coming after your children, well, fucking you know, you infuriate my brain. Why do you try to get me to doubt myself with your stupidity? Wake up. What else Billy got to say?
And as yet, thank goodness, they've never been able to build or get their hands on a nuclear weapon. Are you nervous about your own life and what could happen? This thing will get a lot of countries before it gets the US, but even the US has to think about its global health security. It's a government.
So he knew it wasn't coming out of the US before it happened. No, it'll
to decide, okay, this is a problem. How do you move resources around? How do you allocate the scarce supplies? When an epidemic hits, governments having been prepared in advance and going through simulations, that will help them make the decision.
Going through simulations. Now, do you guys know the simulation that the not WEF did? The simulator on how to buckaroony you guys and make sure you got the information that was destined for your brains without outside entities having you question things. They simulated it, you know what I mean? Then they said, hey, Zach, the simulator says you're in, buddy. And this is what we need you to do. And Zuckerberg, he tells you himself, the Biden administration, he tells him, he did it. He's responsible. That's treason. But he tells you he was scared. Wouldn't you be scared? that you think the president wants you to lie to the people and keep information from them? I think Zuckerberg had his Jesus Christ moment and he failed. And he said, okay, massa, I serve Satan. I fuck people brain. I drive them insane. Da 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 da. Anyways, you know what I mean? And then like this is Zuckerberg. I've been saying this the whole time. Ever since he said her, I was like, that man just admitted to treason. And the whole Biden administration on top of it. Just said it was all treason. Just said we got blocked. And that's before we knew that Epstein and Bill Gates were working together on this pandemic, eh? Inform us of all the stuff we don't know about. We no clue what's going on in the world today. Well, no drama. If you know what's going on and you're not trying to stop it, you're no friend to God. You're scared of the truth. You don't want the truth out there because the truth is if you know things are coming for children as an adult, like with a fully developed fucking brain there, bud, you should know what to do. No matter what, you have a bunch of little dorks call you crazy and try and convince you that you're insane just because you believe in God. Listen, we don't all find God the same way. Why you got to judge my way? Hey, I think it's like a mystical journey. But then again, what's magic? It's just mental, just an illusion. David Copperfield, eh? It's a mental journey, eh? And well, guess what? When you wake up and you start asking questions and people don't like those questions, they'll drive you insane. Especially when the smart people are saying, yeah, don't fall for what they're don't even get into their conversations. Don't try and understand what they're saying. Just ignore them. They need to be held. Hey, it's Carl is a very educational guy. Well, hey, listen, I prefer life experience than get shit from a book, okay? Don't get me wrong. I like books. And I really like Jesus in the book. So I try and live it because he told me to, buddy. He told me I had the power to say, I can help all the children of the world if I can convince others to do so as well. And I only want to convince them to try and figure out what their truth is, their reality. What has the dipshits in this world done to their brains? Have they made them turn against one another? Do they not understand? Like, this is the thing, buddy. We'll sell somebody out to not lose something or to hide a secret that's not us anymore. People will kill. They'll go to extremes over the stupid, what starts out as the stupidest fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's our boy Billy, okay? If someone can prove to me that Billy is like, this is the thing. The more they try and tell you they're for fucking humanity, the more fucking dipshit they are, I think. You know what I mean? That's what I think, but I hope he is for humanity. And maybe I could like rip it. The farmland, man. Like, and what he don't own, I think China owns, right? Is that about right? Trying to help you. Trying to help you wake up. You don't care, do you? But you know all this stuff, and there's nothing you can do because you're an inky binky little nothing. Well, guess what? You think I'm nothing, and guess what? I'm going to do something you never ever imagined to do. But what if you have to imagine and you have to go through your own hero's journey? But instead, you're looking for someone to be your hero, right? Why do you want someone else? You're like Uncle Will. How many kids have you saved today, Carl? Well, none, but this is a fucking brain war. I'm trying to gather brain warriors, and you're just not in or the winner, but you have no care for the children. You're supreme leader. Well, but I am the supreme leader. Or I should be. I'm not right now. But I should be the supreme leader of myself, pumpkin. You know what I mean? That's what I need to be the supreme leader of. You need to be the supreme leader of you. But you gotta find you. And the only way to be supreme is put a little Christ in your life. A little truth. Hey, you just need truth, bud. What is the truth? But you gotta get out the cocktails. You gotta let the cocktails out of you. No more to the cocktails. You know what I mean? Drug cocktails, all the cocktails. You gotta let go of them, okay, bud? You're hurting yourself. You're not helping yourself.
The opinion and the facts, the context and clarity, the Globe and Mail. What shapes you all that mail?
I heard Canadian taxpayers might be paying for that. That might be something to look into. That might not be real though, but
So you alluded to
What-
the tar.
wouldn't surprise me. There we go.
Clear by the manifesto. The only name in the manifesto is Cash Patel. He cites Cash Patel. Which he says he's not. Cash Patel's not a target. He does say, and I want to apologize for using this language, but he does say, "quote I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." Unquote.
First of all, that's outrageous. I mean, there's a lot of
That's not outrageous to think. Miss Piro might be a zero because she loves her supreme leader. Hey, anyways, is it that hard? Like for me, which I think I have common sense. You guys think it's craziness, but I call it common sense. When Donald Trump says to the people, "You are stupid if you still care about Epstein," that makes me think that he's protecting something. Now, whether that something is him or his buddy Bill's, as in Clinton and Gates, because I don't know if you guys know this or not. There is a video out there of Bill Gates submitting to Donald Trump, where he comes out and he basically says, "I grant, in the name of the green, I was wrong." All of a sudden, Donald Trump can do what he wants. We've done enough. We're going to be good. But before, saw John Kerry Epstein thing. He lies too, eh? A little private plane. Oh, funny. What about your wife's? Hey, homie, you're going to be the green guy. You got to set the example, but no, no, no. What I'm doing, it justifies the extra. Him and Bill Gates say the same thing. No, what I'm doing, no, with the services I provide, I'm allowed to just be one of the biggest world's thumpers. So, me and my buddy Leonardo DiCaprio, they own Leonardo DiCaprio. Can you imagine? Leo, that'd be a basketball diary and a half, eh? That'd be like if Leo wasn't with God or wanted to be, that'd be a fucking basketball diarrhea. And wow, how young is the senorita? He does like his women. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I don't know. I'm not hanging out with Leo. I don't know. You would think he's such a great actor that he'd be a great guy on top of it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I mentioned this. Arnie Hammer or something like that. Remember that dude? And I hear he hangs out with Josh Hammer. That's funny, eh? Hey, and well, do you know rip it? Arnie or whatever his name is, he joked about being a cannibal. A cannibal Hannibal. I don't know if he was or not, but he sure liked to talk about it. And he liked a rough. Hey, bud, whole army. He wants to make a comeback. Can you imagine if he is a cannibal Hannibal? I'm not saying he is. You'd have to you'd have to fucking know that. And like if there's only a heaven and a hell, where would that'd probably put Arnie like straight to, right? I mean, you can't eat people. Whoever eats people, I don't think, you know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Oh, oh. Like ah. Anyways,
Could have referred to this guy is a hater. He hates Trump so much.
well, it doesn't take a brainwave to figure, hey, if you're going to try and shoot somebody, you're not much of a lover. You're pretty much a hater. They can tell you they're doing it out of love, but if you're trying to take a life,
So is he talking about Trump? And
You're gonna have to ask him that. I
Okay.
don't really care.
so let me ask you a question. Trump, President Trump.
did you hear that? I don't really care. I don't care why he thinks that Donald Trump's a pedophile and wants to fuck kill him. That's just not any interest of mine. I'm not going to listen to him to explain his thoughts and why he's ridiculous because we can't get that getting out on the air. We can't give reasons why they think Donald's a. Well, then again, it's just a hoax. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. And well, we gotta get rid of Thomas Massey. Oh man, Rip It's still in here. If you do take a peek, make sure you peek at 3 a.m. Sure, Rip It. Make sure if you peek, it's with God and you're in the truth. And well, because if you don't, you might be peeking. You don't want to be peeking, do you? But you peeker. No, but I do this for God. I like for some reason, God, I'm hoping there's other people out there that are decent because for some reason he's surrounded me with complete and utter ignorance. But when it comes to you, find people out on the internet. He sent me a special kind of shit turd. And I don't know. I don't get it, but hey, boys will be boys and girls will be girls. But you know what's weird? Riley Gaines bowed down to her supreme leader, the mega. Right? When she said, I don't, when she disagreed with him portraying himself or fighting with the Pope, or was it the picture of him as Jesus or something? And he says, I'm no fan of hers. What's Riley Gaines known for? No men and women's sports. I'm quite sure you're not a fan of her swimming because I'm quite sure you're not out there watching ladies swimming. So what is it you're not a fan of? The fact that she fucking loves you, but disagreed one time and you're not a fan anymore? Instead of saying, hey, Riley, let's talk about it. You seem to like me, but then again, maybe she is a horrible person, eh? Who knows? Maybe she's just off. Donald is a big lady swimmers fan, and well, he's not a fan of her swimming style. Who knows, eh? Anyways,
Awfully, horribly been the target of 3 assassination attempts that we know of.
Right, that we know of, exactly.
There's obviously a lot of incendiary language out there, horrific language out there.
well, the one at the golf course, that should never happen. You know what I mean? But the Pennsylvania one, right? I mean, I would like to hope that that wasn't a hoax, but they could prove that it wasn't. You know what I mean? Provide the doctor's notes and the pictures and all that sort of stuff. And because definitely needed medical attention. Like there was a lot of blood there and it's in the ear, and that fucking bullet would have been fucking really hot. You know what I mean? But that could prove it. You think they would have done a big thing on that, but instead, you're led to believe that your intelligence can't get into that feller's phone. But they can spy on us and know everything that we do. We think we need something and it shows up on our social media, for crying out loud, but they can't unlock this fucking phone.
Some of it from the alleged shooter who didn't get that from nowhere. That's a lot of crazy people saying a lot of horrific things. I want to play Tucker Carlson, your former colleague at Fox, last month talking about the president. Here's a leader who's mocking the gods of his ancestors, mocking the God of gods, and exalting himself above them. Could this be the Antichrist? Well, who knows? That seems incendiary too, no?
Look,
And Tucker denied saying that. But I think in his head, he knows he didn't say what they were saying. Like he wasn't saying that he thought that Donald, what he said, who knows if Donald is the Antichrist. And I think that's where they got him, because the way he was thinking is that they're trying to say that he said that Donald was the Antichrist. I think that that's what he was assuming, and that's where the disconnection was. But I may be wrong. But yeah, so what if Donald was the Antichrist? Just gonna sit back and not ask questions and just let him fucking do his zoom and boom? Like, those of you who care, you're out there all the time saying he is the Antichrist. I'm not saying he is. Like, he might be. Uh, Benjamin Netanyahu is to bring on the Mashiach. And there is a group of Zoharian monkeys who, well, do believe that Donald Trump is daddy. So if Donald Trump is daddy, then well, he's their supreme leader. And Donald Trump is nothing like Christ, okay? I don't know. Are a lot of people gonna fall for it? Like, I know people, like 600,000 fucking phones they sold apparently with $100 deposit, and now people can't get answers about their phones. Nobody knows about their phones, and that's like wow, how much? $60 million, and you wouldn't like. I don't think Jesus to inspire America to help America. I think he would be like America first if he was an American. You know what I mean? He was like, we should learn how to provide for ourselves and teach others how to do it for themselves. That's real help. Let's not enable a bunch of fucking dipshits over in Ukraine who want their fucking soldiers to die for their fucking benefit. Like, fuck, man. Oh, that's how we roll as humanity, eh? Rip it. If you were failing to see reality, and you had to be in reality to be with God. So if there really are elite pedophiles coming for the children and you fail to see it, what would what would happen if there was an eternal hell? Wouldn't you say that that's what you're getting? Like if there is the heaven and hell theory, where do you think your stupidity gets you, bud? Where do you think she gets you? Listen, you just might want to face the fact that I'm a child of God and you're being a knothead, and I'd really stop. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm better than you, because I'm not. I'm saying you're a chosen of God, but you're a chosen child of God too. But you got to choose her, bud. You got to want to live in reality, and you just don't want to see her. The lead pedophiles are a problem, and you refuse to face that on earth. Do you think that kind of soldier soul gets to go to heaven? Cooperate. The full-time mission. Give up sedition. It's ancient in your brain. Start to bring a new mission, bud. Your mission. Through Jesus, bud. Through the truth. That's all you want. You're a little warrior for truth. And you don't care how crazy you look to other people. You'll just keep trucking along. But you always talk to them. Hey, this is why I think this way. What do you think? You know what I mean? And sometimes they'll be right. Rip it. Sometimes they'll be right. You know what I mean? I say I'm a child of God. That doesn't mean I'm right all the time. I'm here to learn just like you are, because you're a child of God too. But you don't believe it. I do. Remember, Jesus was all about belief, pumpkin. You don't get that. It's all about belief. Here's the I'll prove it to you. I use this one all the time, did you remember the girl grabbed his gown? Right? Remember that? And they were all gonna scold her. She said, slow down. Who grabbed me? I felt that. Even though she had just grabbed his gown, I felt the energy zap from my body. And she was like, I meant no harm. I only want, I believe that if I did that, I would be healed and blah, 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 blah. And what did he tell her? Hey, my little believer, guess what? Just because you believe, you've succeeded. What's going on with you now? Are you better now? Now that you believe in yourself? And now, guess what? I think that was the message that Jesus was trying to send to her. He's like, because of your belief, That's how this happened. You took the initiative because you believed. And remember the other dude too, you know what I mean? That Goyle Gentile. Hey? Jesus said, "Oh, my Jewish friends, my little disciples, look at the belief on this guy, telling me what I can do. And because you believe it, let it be." There it was. All because the Gentile believed that even when a Gentile believes, a miracle can happen through Jesus. You can rip it. You don't even get her, do you? You don't understand what the fucking Bible's trying to tell you. A lot of nonsense and a lot of confusion. That's what she's trying to tell you about. Anyways, if you get the point of it, ever, and the point is Jesus, the word, the word. Now, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out. I think if there was a password and they said, "What's the password to get into heaven?" I'm like, what would you think? Rip it. What would you guess the password is? Eh? Like, I'll tell you what I think the password would be. Do you have do you have a clue what you think the password would be? I think it's truth, buddy. 333 times in your Bible. Yeah, you the big 333, eh? So you can conquer the 666. And well, rip it. 999. There's three sixes and nines. And then you can be divines, eh? Wouldn't you like to be divines? Rip it. I want you to be, you know what I mean? But boy, oh boy. I hope you don't have to take a mystical journey because that would suck for you, bud. Anyways, I'm here to help Rip it, and well, but I might be crazy. Remember, I'm open. I'm open, bud. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here not trying to be a harm to anybody. Just say, hey, if there's anybody out there who thinks elite pedophiles are rocking and ruling our world, and Donald Trump is either a pedophile or a pedophile protector. There's no fucking getting out of her any other way. You know what I mean? And I don't care what Julian Maxwell says. I fuck like, oh, where's the 1,000 tapes of Chef Bondi's? Like, oh man. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Remember. Oh, did we even say what the word was? Truth. Truth is the word. Truth is, I believe, the code word to get into heaven. If there was a code word. But unfortunately, you can't go in and cheat. You can't look off my paper. You have to want to experience it yourself. Hey. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Stay strong. Stay away from Satan. Come on, let's work together. Let's find out if Satan is running France, okay? And if he's running France, you never know where else he's running. And find out that maybe, could you guys accept if Satan was poisoning the minds of all Americans? You'd be stupid shit turds. Could you handle it? Could you face it? And just say no more. No, Satan. Like, that's the thing. Like, Jesus was trying to tell you. Like, he was telling them they were shit turds. But he was also telling them you don't have to be because you're not really. You're just choosing this. Please don't. Please don't. But you do what you got to do. I'm not to take God's free will away from you, so you are Satan. Rip it. What sins? What commandments do you think I've broken? Have I broken commandments in the past? No doubt about it, bud. But since I found God, since you've seen me on the internet, what sins or commandments have I broken? Hey, something you might want to ask yourself. Because I'm just not sure you know. I'm not sure you know why you hate me, but you do. You might want to figure that out. You know what I mean? If you're gonna hate something, make sure you know. Have a conversation or something. But we're way past that, aren't we? Because I'm such a dark. But if I'm not, and I am a child of God, where's that put you? You know what I mean? Just trying to help you out, just in case.